points in the game.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So TCU's offense has the ball first today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
There's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
Looking for a gap. It's Bean. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They've been running it, but now the pass. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Bulldogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to run for it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's McCord. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Bean. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Single back formation, and they give it to it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Quick pass on the jet motion. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. There have been mini-series, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Can't get him to the ground. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there, and just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by the defense.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Klein. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Got a little space. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that 1st down marker. 4th down coming up. And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might be changing the route. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Makes the grab. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got a chance. Got enough for the first. Big pickup on the ground, knocked out at the 28-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They give it to him again. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Rush is on him. Grabbed behind the line. It's McCord. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw, it's Klein. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field.
See, some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually it takes back.
He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. They're looking to throw on second and short. Going for it all. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. If they could somehow find their way into the end zone, a 2-possession lead might feel insurmountable. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Finds his tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. He's got the back in the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Fires left. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it in the last minute.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the 3rd quarter to create some momentum, help them go crazy, help them go nuts. but the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big fourth down conversion.
There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Starting to feel a little pressure. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Fresno State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
17, TCU, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of him.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Horned Frogs will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Fires to the big fella. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Got his man on the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Fresno State working from the red zone. Power football with the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with his speed.
Quarterback keeps it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pulls it, fired, complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Off-play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here we go.
To the air, it's Klein. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done it.
Going over the top. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today, we kicked them in the face?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Fresno State! And the punishment has been extended. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998.
Looking to throw, it's Klein.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Trying play action. Quickly complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's small. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Caught close to the marker. It's small. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week